Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. My name's Dion, and today I'm going to be talking about the psychology that you may be experiencing on the markets right now. So especially if you're in the crypto space, actually this applies in any markets because everything's going to shit anyway. So pretty much people are freaking out, they're losing their minds, markets crashing, losing lots of money, this and that. Now, I believe that there are like three key things that I actually apply to my own mentality, psychology, which keep me extremely calm. Like, yes, losing a bit of money, probably a little bit more than a little bit of money, but I sleep very well at night, and I'm honestly not fussed because I do these few things. So, rule number one, if you're freaking out because you're losing a lot of money in the markets, it's because you invested too much. You invested more than you're comfortable with losing. And therefore, the thought about losing this, it's scary because you put in too much, right? You may have invested whatever, like it's different for everyone, but really it comes down to like, this is how much you're willing to lose, and you've doubled that, tripled that, whatever. So you've risked more than you're willing to lose. And now that you're seeing it disappear, you're freaking out, and that's completely on you. Next time, invest only what you're willing to lose. Now, I believe that people are investing more than they're willing to lose purely out of greed because they saw opportunities arise and they're like, why would I only put $100 and make X amount? I'm going to like triple that. I'm going all in because I want to reap these massive rewards. Now, these people do not consider, or they ignore, that the markets will do whatever they want. Yes, like the opportunity is there, but it doesn't mean that we're gonna hit these all-time highs. It doesn't mean that the market's gonna pump. It doesn't mean it's gonna be bullish exactly how you want it to be within the time frame that you want it to happen. That's just not how it works. I'm personally extremely bullish on the crypto space, but I have a very long-term mindset, which leads us into the next point. Are you in this for the long run? And I guess you could apply this to any sort of investment, right? Are you in this for the long run? And what does long run mean for you? I'm gonna talk about what I think a lot like the long term is. So I'm personally invested in the crypto markets. Like for me, short term is like 2-3 years. Medium term is anywhere upwards of like 5 to 8 years. Long term is 10 years plus. I'm in it for the 10 years plus. So why should I care about what's happening? Or I'll reword that a little bit better. Why should I be concerned about the numbers in my portfolio that I see over the next week, over the next month, over the next year? If my end goal is 10 years down the track, 10 years down the line. So again, it comes down to greed. I feel like, quick side tangent, everything that we experience in the markets, whether you're a day trader or an investor, it all boils down to these two emotions, fear and greed. Most people act irrationally, and they're either too greedy or too fearful, and therefore they reap those consequences that like come along with that kind of mindset. So people are too greedy, like maybe their mindset's very short term. So what they want is they want the money now. They want it by this year. They want it by the next month, next week, whatever it may be. So since they are very greedy, they invested more than they're willing to lose, expecting a great return within a unrealistic space of time. Space and time. I don't know, but you get what I mean. So they've invested too much. They have a very short-term mindset when it comes to investments or trading. And the third and final point is you don't have the conviction in what you're actually investing in. I personally will not invest in anything unless I have done the research, I've done my own due diligence, I understand it, I have a reason to be investing in it, I like mapped it out, like, what kind of problem does this solve, where can it help out, this and that. Everyone's going to have their own sort of like research method, but you just don't have conviction in what you're investing in, right? People are jumping into, say, these meme coins, these shit coins. Why are you invested in those shit coins? They're going to tell you, oh, because they pump and they make big gains, this and that. Okay, well, tell me, what does this coin actually do? What kind of service, what kind of utility does it bring to the markets, like, or to the space? And they just haven't researched it enough. They jumped in blindly. They don't understand it, and they freak out when it goes down. For me, I've got you know, everything's in the red right now, but why am I not scared? Why am I not panicking? I've done my research. I know what this project is going to do. I'm up to date with the developments of the project. I know who the team is and I know sort of what they're bringing to the table. I'm not scared because I know in a bear market, in times like this, that these projects are continuing to build. And I do believe that the projects which are going to survive this bear market are the projects which are continuing to build and develop through these rough times. And that only just proves that they can survive this. They're going to come out stronger, this and that. So that's pretty much it. Those are my three things. So the reason why you're freaking out and the reason why you're scared and can't sleep at night is because you either invested too much, your time frame for these investments is too short, and you don't even know what you're investing in. I say work on these three things, and honestly, you'll be fine, because if you've done the research, then you know that the project is a solid project. You know it's going to be around for a while. The time frame that you're giving it is enough time for the project to actually build and like live its life. You're giving it enough time to actually develop as a project. You're giving it enough time to develop into what it's supposed to be, to provide this utility, which is, I guess, makes the whole basis of your investment. And just don't invest too much, because, you know, bear markets happen. People lose a lot of money, and you don't want to be that person who's like, you can't pay your rent, you need to scrape money from somewhere to pay off for this and that, and therefore you have to sell your assets at a loss because you need the money. You should never have to think or even consider reaching into your portfolio to fund like your life, right? Because anything that you put into the markets, you should be completely, and that, like, this is for myself as well, you need to accept that you're going to lose it. That's the kind of mindset you need. Any money that I bring out from my savings, from my personal whatever, and I move it into the markets, in my head, I'm going to lose it all. It's going to zero. It's done, finished. Now, I hope these tips sort of like resonate with you. If they don't, I hope it's something that you can get something out of, because in my opinion, these are very, very important psychological tips that you need to sort of get through the market. Like, stressing about the markets or your emotions with the markets, they don't need to be killing you every day. You just got to be chill. You should be chill. And I feel like if you implement these three tips, then you will be just like me. Like, I sleep well at night. I don't care. Like, I look at my portfolio and I'm down big, but whatever. Like, I have conviction. I've done my research. I've got a long-term view, and I've only put in what I'm willing to lose, and I accept that I can lose everything like that. If I do, so what, right? Anyways, that's it for this video. I really hope that it helped you guys out. Let me know what you think, and stay safe in the markets.